What's up, New York? This is ChillBuzz, episode 4. We're back, and we haven't been going that long. I see that the listeners are listening. I see that the viewers are waiting to view, and not to stress. Not to stress. We got all that coming. We got all of that coming. It's the process.
So how's Amsterdam?
Yo, let me tell you, they got some good ass weed out there, but it's not as good as what I see coming out of California. I'm sorry. I think whatever they're doing over there in California, in those laboratories, it's not natural, bro. I've been smoking some shit lately, coming out of California.
So what are they doing in the labs? Like electrocuting monkeys and having them shit on the weed? Like, what's going on so crazy in these laboratories?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. There's no way that this weed is natural. I'm going to tell you why. I seen oil the other day, cartridge for a vape pen. And
what, God's gift?
No, it wasn't God's gift. But it said it causes cancer, bro. Weed ain't supposed to be causing no cancer. So that's proof that they don't give a shit. They're modifying, they're putting chemicals in it. I'm telling you, they're basically mixing it to be strong.
So what about in Amsterdam?
In Amsterdam, it was pure.
How did we get to Cali?
Because I'm trying to say that the weed that we have now in the dispensaries of the United States is stronger than the Amsterdam weed. It's crazy. It's stronger than the weed in Amsterdam, straight up. The Dutch like to grow their shit. They take pride in growing their shit. They know what they're doing. Here, I'm telling you, it's chemicals, bro. Chemicals.
Oh, God. So what is good in Amsterdam? Why leave here and go to Amsterdam? That's the question.
Pussy.
Pussy. I mean, there's pussy
you
here.
You can purchase pussy in Amsterdam.
Right here in the United States of America, we have a lot of pussy here. Did you hear that, America? Marty Mar said there's no pussy here in America.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. All I'm saying is in Amsterdam, you can shop around and you can pick different type of women that you choose to fabricate with. And you have a choice. You can walk around for an hour if you're scared. Eat a brownie and let it kick in, and then go in and you kick in like Ninja Gaiden and shit. You do your thing. You know, you spend your money, which is it's very expensive. But yo, there's nothing like fucking a really hot European girl. And that's that. And then taking some psychedelics after that.
How many did you have out there?
At least
1,
3
2,
or 4.
10.
At least 4.
At least 3 or 4.
At least 4. Maybe 3.
You weren't sure if during the mushroom trip if it was a hallucination or the real thing. That's why it's either 3 or 4. You're not sure if the 4th was just a trip or it actually happened during the trip. So.
It happened. And the first one that I got to fuck, and I'm sorry that we sound so vulgar on the mic, but this isn't the practice run.
This is the practice. I'm sorry, so you don't gotta say sorry, nigga. We're not sorry, America.
Yo, honestly, it's just, I don't know, man. It really is, you get a choice instead of some stranger showing up to your crib and you just have to fork over $200. I wouldn't know. I just heard that's the way the process runs, you know.
So where did you get, like, you did psychedelics out there or just smoked?
I actually had some really, really bad fucking experiences with psychedelics out there.
Bad experience.
Bad experience out there. I had one good experience, one terrifying experience. The first good experience could have been a terrifying experience because I tried to take apart the TV while I was still on. And either I would have electrocuted myself or security wouldn't have pulled me down from the TV.
And that's the good experience.
That was the good experience.
Oh my god.
So the bad experience was
That's not good. That's like just...
Hey.
That seems bad already.
Bro, it's a bad idea
You have
to travel.
bad and badder.
It's bad idea to travel 8,000
You
miles.
have bad and terrifying.
8,000 miles across the world to trip on magic mushrooms in a hotel room with movies with subtitles. That's just a bad idea to trip. I'm sorry. That's what I did. And I basically turned my hotel room into a Jay-Z concert. That shit was crazy. It was like the artists were in the room with me. I was just blasting my music and fucking gone off these magic mushrooms. I mean, who does that?
Yeah, it is like that though. It's like all the senses connect.
Like, who does that?
And that shit just touches your soul. Like, you know, you'll hear some shit and you'll feel like you're in a concert. You'll feel like it's being
I will never
made
do
right there
that shit
in the room.
again, ever. And then the bad experience was really terrifying, and but I made it through it, and that's all I gotta say.
So that's all I gotta say.
All I'm saying is this, man. Amsterdam was the shit, but it wasn't really worth all that money because I can get super high here and I can get some pussy here, and it's just how you look at it, man. If you want to go over to another country, how much
are the plane tickets? How much?
Plane tickets were about $1,200 to $1,500 a piece. Plane
For
tickets.
First class?
No, coach. Nigga,
what?
coach.
You're saying that on the air? You're
I'm saying that on the air.
This
nigga,
show.
that is the truth. Nigga. That is the truth.
We're not some coach niggas.
Nigga. Hey, listen. I sat in coach, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, the plane tickets were expensive, and that's, you know what I'm saying. That's there and back, but that shit was expensive.
He didn't mean that, people. He just wants. He's just acting like he's broke. So y'all broke ass motherfuckers don't feel that bad. Y'all feel like, oh yeah, ChillBuzz is broke. We can relate to them. We'll watch out.
So then why alienate them by talking shit? You messing with my audience here, man. Listen, ain't nobody calling y'all broke, man. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Alright, the FDA does not approve this message. Shut that shit down. That's all I gotta say.
So how about them jukeboxes? What's a jukebox? What's a beeper? Tell the millennials what a beeper is.
Well, for you millennial motherfuckers, a beeper is something that it took someone forever to fucking answer you back with.
What is it though? What's
a beeper is a device.
It's
to find, you know what I'm saying? To get a dealer, you gotta beep them. Back in the day, we used to have to beep them, bro. And if it's beeper,
what do you mean beep? How do you beep someone?
You just call in the number. I remember you calling the number.
So people have a number for their beeper? It's
yeah.
And when you call the number, what do you hear?
You just have to press, I forgot what it was you have to press, and you just beep them. And if they call you back, they call you back.
memory cells away, right?
I've smoked those memory cells away.
And then what happens?
And then it usually
what does the beeper look like?
I'm not getting into all of that. Y'all can Google that shit.
What does it look like? Come on.
Y'all can Google that shit.
I mean, I know what it looks like.
He's talking shit because he probably was too young for a beeper, alright? He probably never had a fucking beeper, okay? By the time he came up, he had fucking, what was it, Nextel? Bloop, 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 bloop. So get the fuck out of here, bro.
Alright, you know what? You're right. Tell me what a beeper looks like.
Yeah, it's just a dickhead question. Like, That's fucked up. Like, yo, you're high, so I'm
All right, people, I'm fronting. I know what it looks like. It's like a little. It looks like an electronic pack of cigarettes, but it has a little bullshit screen on it, like the type of bullshit screen that the old '90s cars had when you twist on the radio. It's like a little bullshit alarm clock digits. It's like barely see shit, and then just number comes on, and like, yeah, I'm not that
young. Anyway, if you had a beeper, which I would never want to go back to no fucking beeper. See, now you guys can FaceTime. That's crazy.
How about when did beepers come out?
I don't know.
Alright, what came out first? The old school cell phones or beepers?
Beepers. Oh no, old school cell phones.
So the cell phone beepers were just a cheap alternative.
Nice.
Yeah, because the cell phones were already out. They had the technology. They were just expensive. Remember phones in cars?
Yeah.
And ashtrays and shit?
Yeah. With the wire.
Now they're like, oh, we can't make cars with ashtrays. We can't have people smoke in the car with their kids.
Did you ever think that ashtrays would be gone, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, I want ashtrays. You know what?
You want an ashtray? Use your fucking wall if you want a fucking ashtray. This nigga has to breathe this shit in.
The studio.
He has to breathe this shit in, ladies and gentlemen. New York. When I leave, this AC is going off. I already know. He's a fucking Viet Cong. He's oh my God. I don't know what the fuck is going on in here. It's so hot in here. Niggas just getting heat rash.
Yeah,
come on.
We'll see how your house looks tomorrow with your fucking milk crates that you don't even have yet.
I got you a crate.
Oh man,
it's okay because you know what? It's a stepping stone.
All right, beepers. That was shitty back then. Now what about today?
Today they got it made. Today,
you could tell your job you have to go take a shit and go beat off on porn on your phone right in the bathroom.
And nobody will know. Nobody will know. You bring some headphones, you set. What?
Oh, you want the audio too? The visual isn't enough.
They probably do want the audio. They got 3D headphones now, man. 3D headsets and shit. You can see porno in fucking 3D, bro. I would love to fucking pop a molly, get a girl, and watching porno 3D.
So what about jukeboxes? Remember that scam?
They still got them at the bar.
Yeah, I know. I'm a frequent victim to them. My inner, DJ who I am. It's like when I'm at a bar, the only time I put money in the box is when they're playing something I don't want to hear, or they're playing nothing, and that's when I'll put money in that shit.
I literally seen a white bar turn a different color, and then the whites took the bar back by playing loud ass Irish music all the time and just calling the cops repeatedly, and they took back the bar.
Yeah, didn't your man say some shit that
he was fired from the bar? No, he got banned. The police came after him. He's not there no more. They kicked him out, bro. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but this is another story.
Yes.
He told me the other time. He's like, oh yeah, they kept skipping my songs, so I kept skipping his songs, and damn, fucking jukebox, fucking battles.
Jukebox wars, baby.
I mean, but now for the most part, you could just on your phone. I mean, if it's an actual like a little step higher than a fucking hole in a wall, even a hole in a wall, a lot of them will have a simple cord you plug right into your phone. Any place that can have a live DJ has that. If it's like a spot that's kind of decent, you plug the fucking phone. Plug the phone right into the cord, and you put whatever you want from the internet, any DJ, any set, any song, any video, whatever the fuck it is, like for free. You don't gotta feed that shit. But of course, like, they don't let you do that. They're like, oh no, let me send money in the jukebox. Fuck that. Like, fuck a DJ. We gotta pay the DJ. Let's let the people be DJs.
People DJ themselves when they get drunk.
And they pay us for it.
Facts. That's just the way it is, man.
I mean, if it's a home.
Y'all young niggas got the best technology, man. You took our sneakers from back in our day. You still wear our sneakers. You redo our fucking movies. You just took everything from us.
But at least back then, the movies were like crack. I don't like redone movies. I like the classics.
Redone movies are fucking good. That's all I have to say about that.
Like, imagine if they were to like redo like the Goonies.
No.
They're trying to redo Scarface, but it's not happening
not.
Because it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. I don't give
First
a fuck.
they try to get Denzel to do it.
What?
Scarface,
No,
the new
did.
Scarface. Yeah.
Bullshit.
They were trying to get him to do it the first cycle. That didn't work out. And then they had some Mexican nigga that supposedly they were already like filming, and that was supposed to come out last year. I don't see shit happening with that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, trust me, I would not be saying this.
That's just like them saying they're making the Narcos video game. I don't believe it till I see it.
That's possible though. I could see that.
I'm copping that
People
shit.
would buy it.
I don't play video games, but I'll cop a PlayStation for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I will cop a PlayStation for that shit. I fucking
just for the story, right?
Nigga, just to survive the game.
Pablo smoking a blunt as president.
Exactly, just to see how it goes. Just to see how they did it.
That was my favorite scene of that show when the episode he dies and he's daydreaming about being it's his birthday and he's like daydreaming about
the president's
and the other president is handing down the presidency and Pablo just pulls out the L and like lights it and passes it to the other nigga and the other nigga like looks both ways and like takes it. And he wakes up and he's like living in shit. And dies the same day.
It's fucked up.
But the fantasy was fun. I like seeing that. I don't know, I kind of fantasize about smoking blunts in obnoxious places. I'm not gonna lie. Like I always think like, oh, what if I hit the lottery? If I hit the lottery, I would quit this job and come back tomorrow blinged out smoking a Gotti in the fucking store. Go ahead, arrest me. I could pay my way out that shit. I got enough money. I'll sit at the cell for a few hours.
I think that if you go back and listen to this, we're definitely keeping some of this shit.
I mean, we could keep.
We're keeping that.
Yeah, we could keep.
We're keeping
parts.
that. I don't give a fuck. We're keeping that.
We talked about communication. We talked about music in the entertainment world. We talked about sex robots 2 weeks ago. Oh, did you fucking need sex robots and answer?
That's the new thing. That's gonna be the next one.
You know, and they have. I'm not sure if it's here or there somewhere. I think it's Europe. I'm not sure. But I think they have brothels, sex robot brothels. I swear to God, look it up.
Some more
Google
bullshit.
that shit.
Some more bullshit.
Seriously.
Bro, you can't fucking get arrested for sleeping with a robot. I don't give a fuck. If they regulate that, they can regulate anything.
But imagine the nigga who has to clean the robots.
I know.
You got all these crazy fucking tourists coming in, fucking robots nutting all in them. Like, what does the robot clean itself? What does it have, like a fucking like system that flushes out all the
I don't even want to think. What does it come out of her mouth?
What do you have, some little like Eastern European immigrant like over there like scrubbing the fucking pussies to all the robots?
Yeah.
Like, I'm saving up. I need to get back to Russia.
That's
I do what I gotta do.
You do, he dies, he dies.
Vladimir. That
don't rig my elections.
That
please stop rigging
pussy,
my elections.
That robotic pussy, it could be
going
cleaner.
to sell big money.
The customers are catching diseases. You gotta clean it better.
People are getting infections.
Imagine, that's gonna be a job title for a nigga. The guy who cleans the robots.
Yo, I want to go to school because I don't want to end up cleaning a robot. Facts. You little motherfuckers out there don't want to graduate and go to college and do your thing. You're gonna clean
What
robots.
about the video games? So what's your first game system? Did you have one
Yeah.
back in the day?
Listen, I'm so old. My first gaming system, Jesus, it was the game I was playing, okay? That's how fucking old I am. Alright, I was playing Jesus Online, you know. Nah, my first gaming system was Nintendo. No, actually Atari. I'm sorry, Atari.
Let me guess, you had the E.T. game.
No, I didn't have the ET game. I had the one that went boop, boop, little ball across the screen and go left to right, left, and then I had
that's retro.
and I had some other shit. I had Pitfall. No, I didn't have Pitfall. Later on in life, when people didn't have money for
Pitfall
Nintendo,
was hard.
they still had Atari. I still, like, back in the 90s, I still had new people that had Ataris. Like, it didn't go away like that. Don't take it like that. Like, back in, like, 90, I saw an Atari for the last time I got to play Pitfall.
Yeah, I got my first system in like '94, Super Nintendo, Christmas.
Super Nintendo was your first system?
Yeah.
You were younger, bro.
I was born in '89.
You don't know shit about buying a Nintendo and only having Duck Hunt as your first game.
You know what? Duck Hunt's the only game you need. You got the fucking gun, you got the fucking ducks, and you shoot them motherfuckers. That's it. That's all I needed. I don't care. I had fucking N64, PlayStation, all that shit. I'll still hook up my old school Nintendo. Today, to this day, if they made a new Duck Hunt, I would buy that shit because I just like the way you just shoot at
That
them
they won't
niggas.
redo that shit.
I just like shooting them motherfuckers. I don't know. I like games like that, like realistic shooters. Like I remember there was some shit for Sega Genesis with some Terminator shit, and it had like a fucking gun, and it was like some Duck Hunt type
Yo, do
shit.
you know
It
how
was
much money I
fire.
spent on that fucking game, bro?
The Menacer,
Bro,
gun.
with the gun, bro? Do you know how much money I dropped on that game?
You had that.
Nigga, no, I live next to Nathan's, and Nathan's had it.
Oh, so you play the arcade?
What?
That's brand.
What?
See, those
For
are
hours, nigga.
Duck Hunt was the first game that was like some game where you shoot the screen. They don't do that anymore. I wish they did.
Bro,
I really do wish
they don't even
did.
have arcades like that no more. You motherfuckers came along and stole everything.
Nathan's for all my New York people.
For all my New York people, I don't give a fuck where you at. You've been to Nathan's.
That's the type of place I used to go there on my birthday, and my father had his own arcade. But this is just the like kingdom of arcades,
Fuck
the
yeah.
Disneyland
And
of
when the
arcades.
food was good, Nathan's fell off, man. They used to be good. Everything used to be better. I'm sorry, Chinese food was better.
The more they
McDonald's
branched out,
was
that's
better.
when it happened. Nathan's fell off the same way Checkers fell off. When Checkers only had the one spot in Big
That
Plaza.
shit was crack.
You heard that in New York, where I got a Checkers on every 2 fucking blocks? The only one was on Bay Plaza right here in the Bronx. The food was actually on point. It was proper. It was a little bit more expensive. You get good quality food for your paying for, and it's a decent amount, and you left with a smile on your face
With that look in your eyes like, damn,
and
that
a
shit was
smile on your stomach, basically.
good. But now, hence fucking 2019.
Now you have a
Center for
empty
Disease.
wallet.
You heard? The Disease Center for Control.
And you have a frown on your asshole. Because you thought it sucked going in. Yeah, definitely where it's coming out.
And that stomach ache. I mean, that shit was wretched, bro. If I had a time machine, I would have definitely corrected that error right there. It was just, my friend Jason was really hungry, so I said, let's just go to Checkers. I blame him.
Oh, the guy that dances so much. He fell off the train tracks.
Yo.
What's the biggest jump you ever did?
Can't answer that.
Biggest leap? You never fucking ran from cops. You never did.
Do I look like I fucking ran from cops?
know.
I tried. And they caught me. And you know what I told them? I wasn't running from you. I just had to take a piss, so I was running to the nearest fucking alleyway I could find. And it actually worked. They fucking let me go. After they chased me. For some reason, I don't know what I was thinking.
What did you have on you?
Nothing. I was trying to cop. But they were in the neighborhood. It was hot. And I knew that they was about to stop me. So I panicked and ran like a fucking jackass. If that was the Bronx, they would have fucking shot me.
So yeah, welcome back to ChillBuzz. We were just talking about the shitty games we had back in the day. Except Duck Hunt, that shit was fire. What about today? What games you have today?
I don't have any games today.
You just told me you had Mortal Kombat last week.
I bought my son Mortal Kombat last week. That shit was expensive too, man. Overrated.
So what's the difference between the new Mortal Kombat and
I don't know that.
the old Mortal Kombat?
Can't speak on that. Better graphics. Better fatality.
I like the fatalities back then more, man.
I like the babalities. I thought that was
the
cute.
Fighting games and all that shit.
I thought the babalities
in the
were
90s.
cute. That was definitely the best thing. When I first saw babality, I fucking lost mine. You know what I'm saying? Or when you did like a friendship thing for them.
With who? What?
Mortal Kombat with the babalities. Mortal Kombat 2. That's how old I am, bro. I got to see Mortal Kombat 2 in the arcade, bro. People
What
used
is
to
it
call
called? Babalities?
babalities, when you turn them into a baby.
Oh, babalities, and they have animalities.
Animalities,
I remember that you turn them into
Yeah.
a fucking animal. I
Yeah.
remember that shit.
Yeah.
I never knew how to do like yo.
Bro,
that
only
shit.
the pros
Yeah.
came to Nathan's and showed
It
us
was more
how to do it.
competitive back then. Now it's like every video game, it's like it has like a save point. You get like let's say you're in like a shooter adventure game, and like you get to a certain point, it automatically saves, and if you get shot, there is no lives, there is no game over. You just go right back, like right there, and you have that. Then you have shit like fucking Fortnite, which is the opposite. There's 100 motherfuckers, you versus 99 motherfuckers, and only one fucking winner. So it has all these zombies addicted out of their skulls, sitting there all day, like, oh, I want to be number one. Oh, I got it this time. Oh, I was just in 5th place. What the fuck? Oh yeah. All right, this time I got it. This time I got it. Next thing you know, they're up all night, not getting any homework done, going to school with no sleep, and saying, fuck it, I'm not going to school, I'm sleeping and
I'm
smoking weed when I
sleeping.
wake up.
Word. I got The Legend of Zelda at home, and I'm fucking playing for 3 days. Or I got Lara Croft jumping from some fucking mountain onto a goddamn bear, and you stay home for like 3 weeks, and you fucking miss school, and you fucking wonder why your parents are flipping on you, and you're not gonna graduate. Like, hey, listen, I've seen that happen. I've seen Mortal Kombat ruin a lot of motherfuckers' lives. I've seen Street Fighter ruin a lot of motherfuckers' lives. I've seen tournaments of Street Fighter and Nathan's. They were legendary. People would bet money on tournaments, bro. It was legendary. Yo, to sit there and watch these motherfuckers go at
it
it.
was more competitive back then. I mean, but as far as the evolution goes, like you brought up Tomb Raider. I actually got the Tomb Raider demo a few weeks ago.
How long did it let
really
you
is
play?
like, I'm laughing because you're like, oh, Lara Croft jumping on bears. It literally is the same old bullshit.
One fucking bear that shows up,
Yeah, you're like
and
in
you
the
paid
fucking
$70
jungle,
to see that shit.
pushing stones and shit, jumping,
Dude.
fighting bears.
Pushing stones
Put
and
her in the
forgetting keys
desert. Put her
and
somewhere
forgetting
new or
keys,
something.
forgetting keys and fucking little emeralds and stupid shit that you go halfway through the game with, and you wonder why you can't unlock anything. Then you have to go back like 500 miles and find that shit. I'm done. That's why I didn't play Resident Evil anymore. That's why I stopped playing fucking Tomb Raider. I hate that fucking game. It's just impossible. You'll spend hours trying to do some dumb shit like get up a mountain. Hours, like, and her bullets go right away. Like, those bullets are good for nothing, you know, and you can't find weapons the way you want to find them. They're given to you, or, you know, like I said, it just doesn't work for me.
Well, all right, what about this?
Narcos is coming out with a
You
video
have
game
to have
in New
an
York.
answer to this. We're talking about games. Let's talk about it right now. This is a good question because it covers a very huge span of eras. What's your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
The new one.
The newest one,
The
5.
newest one. Honestly,
You're gonna be boring
it's not
like
my
that?
favorite, but I see it's a really cool shit in this game. You basically can do whatever the fuck you want to do in this game. But I answered that wrong. If I had to keep it real, my favorite one, the one that I had the most fun with, had to be Vice City.
Vice City.
Vice City.
I hope they do 6 in Vice City.
Bro, that would
That
be
was a
dope.
good one. I
The
like how
soundtrack.
Vice City. Remember the
was-
guns used to like twirl in the air, and they had these vibrant colors around them, and
Yeah.
just the whole game, like the
Bro, the
color
soundtrack
tones
was
and
dope.
shit. The soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, like they all had a good soundtrack. I love the soundtrack in Grand Theft Auto games. You know, I actually DJ'd some of those songs before.
And they're coming out with a new one like in 2 years. So that's the rumor. If they do, you know, it's gonna be off the fucking chain. It better be off the chain. It better be off the chain. Because that's all we as a world ask for is better video games, more peace in the world, fuck politics, everybody love each other, treat each other like your brother and sister. We're all one. We're nothing but energy. Keep it real.
You know which one I actually liked? GTA 4. Because that's when they go back to New York, and it was like,
that was dope.
It's like, yo, I
the legend of Gay Tony.
If you go on Bohan in GTA 4, there's Fordham. I think they call it Forlam or something, like, I don't know, it's some shit with the F, and it's like the same shit. Instead of Dr. J's, it's Junior Ray's or some shit, like that. Yeah,
see, now that's how you know.
Like that's why I like that game, because I grew up, like, you know, here in the New York City area, and it's like I've been all over to all these, you know, landmark places, and I play that game, and I literally see places I've been at in real life, and it's just fucking awesome. I'm sure people out in fucking LA, they would choose San Andreas or like GTA 5. You know, San Andreas is more on point of how as far as like the old games, it was more on point about LA than GTA 3 was. It didn't look nothing like New York. But when they did GTA 4, it's a complete like remake in New York, and like everything was lit, the subways, like just fucking everything, man. That game was hard, man. Like I'll fucking never get bored of that shit.
Nah, you get bored of it. It's just hard though. It's hard for the streets, you know. You can get bored of anything. But if they make a Narcos, I'm telling you right now, America, I'm pledging my fucking allegiance to a gaming system. I'm buying that game. I want to be Pablo.
What makes you think they're making a Narcos?
It's on. If I YouTubed it, I don't know what made me use. I YouTubed it.
Narcos video game.
Yeah, bro, and they said it's coming up. It's coming out. They already have an online version on your phone that looks amazing. Okay. It's fucking amazing looking. You can download it. You could be the Medellin cartel.
What do you do? What kind of game is it?
It's either you're gonna be Pablo Escobar, sell a lot of drugs, blow up planes, fight your rivals, or you're gonna be the DEA and you're gonna investigate it.
So it's like a storytelling, decision-making game.
Yeah.
You see, like, what about mobile games compared back in the day to now? Remember back in the day, Game Boys and Game Gears? Remember the big-ass Game Gears?
Fuck yeah.
It took 6 fucking AA batteries with a little-ass screen and shit. Like, in the fucking Game Boys, no color and big-ass shits, batteries, all that shit. You know, and now you just download games on your phone for free, and you just gotta pay for ads. But the games suck. They try to reel you in by paying for extra features and all this shit. And
I don't know, man. It's just crazy. Your technology is even. I just can't wait to see where they go with it. Next. Now y'all got PlayStation VRs. That's virtual reality shit. That's what I have to buy my son for Christmas. So I just want to see where they're gonna take it next, bro. I hope they get a little adult with it. Like, fuck that, adult PlayStations. You can. I don't know what the fuck. Just come up with some shit that's captivating, bro.
Why don't you just go half on the studio and instead tell him to use his imagination for Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
But yo, basically, alright, let's talk about the evolution of porn. I remember last time you said some shit about 3D porn or fucking some shit.
Yep, they have 3D porn. If you want to get crazy with it, you can put a headset on. Some VR shit, bro. Yeah, they even have one where it's 3D, where it really looks like you're inside this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They have the technology. I'm telling you, this is the best time to be alive. Like, fucking forget about it. Before, you had to know somebody with a porno tape. That porno tape had massive, nasty fucking organisms all over it growing on it. It was disgusting. You didn't want to borrow nobody's porno tape. But you did. And then if you had 100 porno tapes in the room, it was just, like I said, it was nasty. It was like the magazines. It was nasty. Okay? It was just dirty.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of more in the digital era. I didn't have to deal with all that shit, thank God. But I mean, I know people
I remember when there was no access to porno. I
weren't as fortunate.
No, and then there was a point where you could rent your porno.
Oh my God, that's dirty, bro.
You can go to a store and rent your porno.
They did, because I remember Great American Video in Melbourne, and yeah, I'm shouting y'all niggas out. You're out of business. It don't matter. Like, but yo, back in the day, there was like there was like the whole like video store. You go walk around, whatever, and then there was like a room in the back that like us kids, when we were like walking near that room, we wouldn't even try to go and like fuck that, like whatever. I want to see the new like horror movie or whatever the fuck it was, like the new Matrix or like whatever.
He's at the Matrix.
You know, like
with a video store.
And then there was a room, and you'd be like, "Hey, get away from that room." Like, that just made us want to go in there more. And then I was like 18, I'd go in there, and it's like it's like, I have my phone. Fuck that.
Word. And then there was always some pretty bitch at the counter working when you decided it was your day that you were gonna take home.
Hey, you want to come back to my place, eat some popcorn, and watch
this porno with me, baby? But I'm gonna tell you one thing though: the porno back in the day was a lot better than the shit now.
Ass Eaters 5000. No,
the porno in the 80s was dirty, bro, and imaginative, and had story tells and storylines. It was really something to get people turned on and aroused. This shit nowadays,
with that
it's like,
hairy ass pussy, right?
The best.
Yeah, I remember. What's it called? Wolf of Wall Street. He was like talking to his father. He's like, "Oh, the thing that they're doing now, you don't even know what they're doing, Dad. They're down there. There's nothing. The father, like, he's like, "Oh, nothing at all. Like, you mean nothing? Nothing, Dad." Like, you remember that?
Yo, that
was
was
like B&E Entertainment. What the fuck is B&E Entertainment?
You know, the only thing I remember about that movie, and this is why I think sometimes I'm seriously, is when they get high off those fucking downers.
Quaaludes.
But the Quaaludes.
You know where to get Quaaludes?
No, I don't. I don't even know what a Quaalude is.
I know someone that's willing to pay $1,000 for Quaalude.
It's gotta be that good. Damn.
No,
bro.
I actually don't.
Drugs
but I
have
bet
gotten
you if you
whack.
had them.
That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna tell you right now. Drugs have gotten whack. Weed has gotten better, yes.
The weed pills, the e-pills are basically extinct.
Yo, the e-pills are extinct.
Molly's not around like that. The coke is actually decent. I mean, I haven't seen a change in it. Like the only time I did coke in the 80s was when my mom was pregnant with me.
I love it a lot. Smoking that rock. Knowing you holding the top. What you smoking that rock?
What about the cars,
80s, baby?
What about the cars?
Yo, I don't miss the big ass fucking. No, I do miss the cars because you can
actually.
First
time you drove a car?
1995.
What was that shit?
A fucking Chevy Chrysler. A fucking
what year?
Fucking had to be like 84. And I remember that shit zoomed like a motherfucker, bro. And it took off. And that was the first time behind the wheel ever. But we were in North Carolina. I had basically coerced my father to let me drive in his car. And I guess I revved it up too much. And he yelled at me in front of the whole family, embarrassed the shit out of me. But I still got to drive. And it was fucking the bomb. Yo, you should really stop poisoning yourself.
So what are you driving now?
Right now I'm driving a Toyota.
A
Toyota. Yep. Family car.
Driving a Toyota with Eli.
Toyota,
boy. Eli Manning, boy. New York Giants. So how were the rear view cameras from back in the day? Were they good? They were shitty, right? The rear view cameras.
Yo, when they pretty much came on the scene, they just perfected it quick. Rear view cameras, we never had that type of shit back in the day.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, from 2000 to 2000.
So how did you park?
You just look behind you.
Look behind what?
And pray that you didn't hit a fucking midget.
How can you look in front of you and behind you at the same time?
Hey, took innovation. Listen, we don't have flying cars. We don't have time machines. I'll take a sex robot, but all I'm saying is we should be way ahead of ourselves. But all we're doing is fucking around.
What year are the flying cars coming?
I don't know, but I know they're not going to be meant for us at first. It's just going to be police using them and shit.
Police?
Issuing tickets from the sky.
Where's the blunt, though? What the fuck you mean it's not going to be for us? It's not going to be for fucking cops.
It's going to be for
if the cops... Let me tell you something. America, I want to know how y'all feel on this, and y'all don't even have to answer because it will answer itself. America, question. If they made it so that police are the only ones who had flying cars, would not every fucking American citizen of the country want to be a police officer?
Good point. Very good points. Very good points.
Right or wrong? I would want to be a cop.
Very good points. My son just got the flying car in GTA. Speaking of GTA,
and you know
he
they
paid
had
a lot of money for
Damn,
that.
I was out of the loop.
Yeah, they have the fucking Back to the Future flying car. Straight up, it's dope. The doors go up like this.
But you know what? That's bullshit. Like they're just throwing flashy shit in front of these kids. These kids haven't even seen the fucking Back to the Future movie, and they don't know.
They don't have to worry about because there's another one coming out.
The movie doesn't really fly. It goes back in time and shit.
It's
like
coming
that.
back out.
You know, like it doesn't. Oh, it's coming back out.
They're doing a remake of that
There's
shit.
new actors no one's heard of.
Exactly.
Like
exactly. The new RoboCop was dope. That was the only remake that I really. That's not the only remake that I like.
If they make the movie come back out, put your boy Christopher Lloyd in there. He's not that old. They could put him in the movie. They could have made him age in the movie.
Nah, he's too old.
What do you mean he's too old? They have to. It's a time travel movie. All they have to do is make it. He aged in the movie. That's it.
Yeah.
But he's still a fucking good actor. They can still Michael J. Fox. Like I doubt maybe they'll. What I'm saying is they should make it based off a new protagonist or protagonists, but in the same universe instead of a reboot, kind of like a half reboot, half sequel type thing.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like in the same universe, set on a different protagonist, a different antagonist, but you still see Easter egg. You know, it's still in the same universe. Like you don't want to take the whole story, the original story, and redo it. That doesn't make sense. You know, if you want to do something different that kind of stems off that universe, then it's good. But you don't want to take something that's already done good and fuck it up, you know?
They're doing that a lot. They did it to the Lost Boys.
Really? They made a new one?
They made a fucking part 2. I don't know, like a couple years back. That shit was horrible.
Why don't you tell your boy Keith Sullivan?
Shout out to Kiefer, man. Thank you, man, for putting that $100
Tell
in
him,
my
like,
pocket.
yo, they fucked up your movie, man.
He knows. I'm sure he knows.
You know. No,
I'm sure he knows that
you
shit.
could use that as an excuse to give him a call.
Yo. Nah, they shouldn't have allowed that. That shouldn't be allowed. Just like they should not redo a Scarface. But I don't believe it was offered to Denzel. That's some Hollywood
You don't
bullshit.
believe it?
No.
Alright, you know, like at some point the studio will have a little computer and everything set up in front of us. We can just type some shit up, pull it up, and show you how
Type it up
motherfuckers
now.
on ChillBuzz type TV. But you could look right on your fucking phone, because I know the
I
truth.
am going to look at my phone.
I know the truth.
Why would they offer Denzel that part? He ain't Cuban.
Because they did. That's what they were trying to do. First they had the fucking white Scarface, then they had the Hispanic Scarface. Then they try to make the third generation different and not be a mimic of the last Scarface by being kind of a different movie.
What about the video games,
I'm not
Scarface? How'd you
saying I
like it?
agree with it. What video games?
What do you mean? The Scarface from PlayStation 3.
Oh yeah, no, PS2.
PS2?
PS2 and Xbox. I had it for the original Xbox.
You did?
That shit was like the best game, man. It was basically a sequel.
It was like a Grand Theft Auto.
You
before
start
Grand
the
Theft.
game at the end. Instead of dying, you turn around and kill the nigga. You know he's coming from behind you, and you start the game at the end of the first one. You don't play the events of the game. No, Manny's dead, Gina's dead, fucking Chi-Chi's dead, fucking the fucking Frank is dead. The bitch divorced you. Like, you never had kids. Nothing happened. You had no happy ending. Nothing. But you kill the guy, and you do live, and you can continue to sell drugs all over Miami.
Yeah.
You drive these hot cars and just fucking run into all these fucking sexy naked chicks on the street and just doing these dope missions. Like the whole gameplay, like the shooting, like everything. Just the way it looks like the real Miami. You could really go on the beach and there's just bitches all over laid out.
Yeah.
Like fucking, and like you could go to the Florida Keys and drive on the boats and drive on the fucking the highways in the middle of the fucking water. That shit, like
shit was dope.
Like someone whose favorite Grand Theft Auto was Vice City. I know you like that Scarface.
I had it, and the soundtrack was dope.
Yeah, I used to play all the songs that were also in GTA 3. Because GTA 3 bit off the fucking Scarface soundtrack. Wow. Flashback FM. They had played all the Scarface songs. Because when I saw Scarface for the first time, it was like a year or two. It was basically, remember when they had the chainsaw in the hotel room on Vice City?
Yeah.
After we played that part in the game, like one of my friends was like, oh yeah, that's from Scarface, I have the movie. So next thing you know, we're all fucking having a cool little kid sleepover, and we're all watching Scarface. That was the event of the night before the liquor and weed and bitches.
Word.
We're little ass niggas watching Scarface, like and it was a pretty graphic movie. But as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, all these songs were from GTA 3. That's where they got the whole fucking soundtrack from. So I kind of didn't think they were gonna make a game, because I thought Vice City was too much of like basically a Scarface game. But they pulled it off. That shit was good. That shit was good. At the end, you go down to Bolivia and you kill.
For real?
You didn't beat it.
No.
You go down to Bolivia and you kill Sosa.
Word?
Yeah. He's like, oh, it was nothing personal. I told you never to fuck me though. And he's like, oh well, I'm not killing kids. Fuck you. And just kills.
Word?
Yeah, you kill Sosa in the game.
Damn.
That's like the final last boss, Sosa. You go to Bolivia and pop that nigga. That's why I love that game. It kind of like gives. They should definitely do HD remakes, man. Because it was an HD game, but they could make it better. Because it's like it was really like a good what could have, what a sequel in that universe.
Yeah.
And they pull it off good for a video game. They did it good. Another one I had was The Godfather.
Dude, how was that game?
You create your own person, and you're a foot soldier in the fucking mob. And you're just a fictional part. You're just like a goon. You're not a notable person, but you play with all these notable people in the story, in the game, and you take over. Like it's like kind of like San Andreas, how it is with the gang wars. You take over like different like, stores. It's like racketeering. You like thug the store to pay off you, to like but then like they come try to take It's like you got to take territories. It's like, all right, this store is paying off our gang. So, fucking, like, if there's, like, another gang that they're paying off someone else, we'll fuck all them niggas up and tell them to pay us. And, like, you create the person, make their face, their clothes, everything. As you go in the game, you unlock better clothes. You take over all New York City. It's Lower Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Jersey. All that, you take over everything. And like that game is hard, man. Like that game is straight fire. Like the shooting was on point, everything. At the end of the game, you become the Godfather.
For real?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make a Carlito's Way video game? Because they weren't thinking into the future. They try to redo Carlito's Way, bro. I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck
Carlito's Way video game. I don't know how that would go though. It doesn't.
That wouldn't have worked.
It's not enough. Enough didn't happen there.
I wish they would have made a New Jack City video game. That shit would have been crazy.
Like, remember in Carlito's Way how at the beginning of the movie, you see Chi-Chi and he meets up with him, and then they go and meet up with, I think,
those guys at the pool table?
They meet up with fucking, they meet up with Omar. Or some shit, I think, and it's like a kind of like a Scarface like reference, like it's like a kind of like a joke. They just like he meets up with Chi-Chi. He's like, oh, trip down memory lane. It's like when he's
memory lane.
He meets up. I forgot who the fuck it was, but it was some fucking drug dealer. I think it was like Hector Salamanca from Breaking Bad. That nigga with the bomb or someone. There was someone there, someone from Scarface, basically.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Speaking on that title, that's another movie that they destroyed. Fucking part 2.
I actually saw that. I watched it this year.
Yeah, the sequel was fucking disappointing.
Yeah, it made no sense.
It was fucking disappointing. It did not follow the fucking
Nothing
at all.
Nothing at all.
They were like, "Fuck you, we're gonna make our own sequel, and we don't give a fuck how it comes out."
I don't know why they would do that,
bro. That was just straight
up.
Disrespectful.
It was.
They made someone that died in part 1 a character in part 2, and then totally just gave his character another fucking name.
What do you mean?
Pachanga, the one at the end that betrayed Carlito, was Nacho Reyes in part 2.
Well, that's probably
Nacho Reyes was a hitman that worked for an Italian mafia. Bullshit. They totally shit on the screen.
Dots, so there's
they shitted on the screen. No, they shitted on it. You can Google
Put
it,
it this
bro.
way. Fuck them because the movie was bad or whatever, but...
Yeah, you didn't know? I'm not lying here. They took the character from the end who died at Grand Central Station. His name was Pachanga. And part 2, his name was Nacho Reyes.
It was probably a nickname.
No, it wasn't.
How do you know?
Because I fucking watched this movie, just like any other Carlito's Way fan, and was very disappointed. I watched it again to see if I could fucking tell, is this really happening? Fuck that. I've been through it. I've seen it. Know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. I don't know, America. Why don't you let us know?
Please.
Call us in. 929-575-9211. ChillBuzz Radio. And if you think Martin is right, press 1. If you think Martin's full of shit, press 2.
That's just my baby daddy.
The votes are in.
Martin was right.
Yeah, but you're still full of shit, though.
Hey, I never said I wasn't.
America, you're wrong. You're wrong. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
At all.
All you do, America,
is lie. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking finger.
All fucking day, you drug addicts. Whenever I watch that movie, it's like now that I'm older, I just want to do bumps. I just watch it and like, don't leave me with a bunch of coke and a Scarface like DVD in front of me, because I'm just gonna watch that movie. Every time I see someone do a little bit in the movie, I'm probably gonna do like 5 times.
Facts.
Got a lot of good stuff down.
Yeah, definitely. Flowed like water.
So next, a good idea, a good question is, alright.
Will Martin pawn all of his equipment for crack when he keeps it at his house? That's the question. America, press 1.
Do you own any weapons?
As a matter of fact, I don't. I'm a reformed man. I'm a man of peace.
Compare the weapons today to the weapons 1,000 years ago.
Can't do that.
What did we have 1,000,000 years ago?
1,000 years per weapon.
1,000 years.
You live in New York, that's what you get for a weapon.
What about before there was cops? What did the caveman have?
There was robbers.
What did the caveman have as weapons? If he was a caveman, what would you do?
I don't know. He lives in Encino.
Let's say there was no guns in the world and they just threw you in the woods. What are you gonna hunt food with?
I'm gonna starve the fuck to death. Literally going to starve to death, have a panic attack, and probably commit suicide the first day in the jungle. When it gets too hot, I'm probably gonna jump from a tree. I'm probably gonna get a monkey to fucking eat my face off. I'm gonna provoke him. I'm definitely not gonna make it.
Like, are you kidding me? I have no hope.
In the jungle?
Unless I find an animal that just died.
And then I'm gonna be too bougie to eat the shit. Fuck out of here. No.
Right, but you're not gonna try?
No.
Like, let's say you were in a position like that. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go to the nearest stream or pond for a water source. And I'm going to fish. And I'm going to cook the fish when I look up YouTube and find out how to start a fucking fire. Oh yeah, there's no YouTube in the jungle, right? Then I'm dead. Okay? Because without learning how to start a fire, I'm fucked.
I just thought of this really good strategy in my head. Imagine this: you go to a river. You do have a river. They give you a river and like natural shit to work with. You go to a river and you take like a bunch of rocks and you like make like a little trap and like try to get fish to like go in there, and as soon as fish like swim in there, you throw a big ass rock down and you close their fucking exit, and you could just kind of grab the fish because
I don't know, it sounds
fish
easier
traps,
in
bro.
his head than it's going to be in person. That's all I gotta tell you.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
That shit is not gonna be easy.
Alright, put it this way. If you do it, like if you put it this way, if you survive 30 days, you get $3 million. Is that a little motivation for you?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't care about my life, but I'll do it for the money.
I'll do it for the money.
I'll be alive. You know what? Fuck that. Like I'll like just like lose 100 pounds and starve myself
for the money.
Fuck that. But I'm still gonna be lazy and not hunt animals. I don't want a jaguar to eat me.
You know, honestly, man, not trying to be barbaric about this shit, but I mean, that's what they should just do for child molesters. Just drop them in the fucking woods and let them try to survive.
You know what? Down in like South America, they have like natural arrows. They have arrows that like they have plants and shit that grow things that are like straight arrows. It's like motherfuckers could be like out in the wild hunting with their bows and arrows, and they could just go to these plants for more ammo. They don't have to bring all these crazy amounts of ammo. It grows on the plants. You just break a fucking arrow off.
I don't know what plant he's talking about.
Some crazy South American, Peruvian, Colombian, fucking some shit near the equator.
Or you could find the coca plant, turn it into paste, try to get it refined, and sneak across the border with that shit.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna go crazy all night and want more and do more and more until you crash and fall asleep. Then when you wake up, you're gonna be starving because you couldn't eat that whole time. More starving than you were when you started hunting, and then all the animals are gonna be gone.
Facts. Or you're gonna be eaten by the fucking jaguar. It's almost 2, homie. I gotta get going,
talking
bro.
For an hour.
I know.
It's an hour recording. Look at that.
It's crazy. That's the weed.
Oh man, it's good though. You can actually use a lot of that shit. Actually,
we can
use a lot of that.
We can.
Because we went in. I don't know how we're gonna do that again.
Word. We did go to the turkey deli.
We did go in. We talked about a lot of shit.
We did.
Honestly, we could put that on YouTube and make money off it.
What you mean?
We could just put this conversation on YouTube.
So do it.
Without music.
Let's do it. That's what I thought
we need some type of visual.
I don't think that's another story.
We could put pictures up about what we're talking about and do a slideshow format if you just want to throw this out and do a test run with it, see how it goes.
I don't know. I can't answer that right now. I'm fried.
It's just an idea.
Think about it.